Hi, everyone. Are you ready for Module 5? Module 5 is the invitation process. This is probably something that you've all been waiting for. This invitation process really is a lot easier than you could ever imagine. See, so many people are trying to do things that are difficult. In reality, the invitation process is something all based on relationships. Everyone that you invite and how you invite them is based on the type of relationship that you have with that individual person. So let's start off with the easiest and we'll work our way to the harder aspects of it. Your friends, your family, your close best friends, your closest family members that you always see frequently, who support you and are willing to do anything for you, are the ones that you want to initially target. And since you already have a relationship with those individuals, all you have to do is simply pick up the phone and say, "How are you? Let's get together." So here's an example. I'm calling my best friend, let's say it's Jane, and I'm going to ask Jane, I want to share with Jane the vacation opportunity. So what I'm going to do is I pick up the phone, ring, ring. "Hi, Jane, how are you? It's Mike. What's going on?" And she's like, "Oh, nothing's going on. Everything's good. Hey, you want to have lunch tomorrow on me at the Loop, right? At Panera." And she says, "Sure, see you there. All right, I'll meet you there at noon." And that's it. That's the end of our conversation. Another example is one with our family members. Somebody that we visit very often. Let's call, Uncle Joe. Ring, ring. "Hey, Uncle Joe, what are you doing?" "Nothing." "Hey, I'm coming over tonight. You want me to bring something over?" "Sure, whatever you want to bring." "All right, I'll see you tonight." Done. That's the end of our conversation. Guys, you don't have to do anything special. The objective of the invitation is just to set that appointment or that meeting with that individual. It's not for you to explain to them what the meeting is even about. Does that make sense? It's not even to talk about what the meeting is about. It's just to set up a meeting. Now, on Module 6, I'll talk about what you talk about and how to introduce the business once you get there. But in Module 5, all we're talking about is the invitation process. Now, let's make it more difficult. Let's talk about a coworker. All right, you have a coworker. You want to share with them the vacation opportunity. This is how you do it. Again, you go up to John. John's your coworker. "Hey, John, do you have 5 minutes after work today? I want to show you something." And John says, "Sure, what is it?" "Well, I'll show you after work because, we're busy right now." All right, done. So that's it. That's really your invitation process to get a few minutes to show John what it is that you're doing, okay? Guys, it's that simple, honestly. If you try to make it difficult, then it becomes difficult. Now, if you're trying to target somebody who maybe you don't have that great relationship with, then you need to change your language a little bit. But understand that the percentages start to decrease, of course, because the relationship is not there. So if I was going to call somebody who maybe is my accountant, for instance, and I want to share with my accountant the vacation opportunity, I'd pick up the phone and say, "Hey, Peter, how are you? It's Mike Rivera. Was wondering if you had any time this week. I wanted to get together with you." He'll say, "Oh, do you need something?" "No, not exactly, but I wanted to show you something. Can we talk? I'll have a business proposition that I want to show you." And then, "Well, what is it about?" "Well, I'd rather we sit down face to face and you see it because I think you'll have an easier time to understand." All right, great. Now, if he says, "Oh, is it network marketing? Is it a pyramid?" Guys, the moment they say that, I know that they're already the wrong fish, right? We're going back to Module 4. Who are we looking for? If they start throwing words like pyramids, networking, scam, then guys, I don't know if you even want to spend your time to set up that appointment with that person because you're already setting yourself up for failure. So I know we don't want to prejudge, but at the same time, time is valuable. And if you're getting the feeling that that person is going to be resistant, you can if you want to practice, but just don't get your expectations all the way up. Does that make sense? So let's talk cold market now. Again, it's all about relationship building. You can't just walk up to a stranger and say, "Hey, you know what? You want to look at my vacation business opportunity?" No. That's when you start to utilize things like form. Friends, occupation, recreation, money. Start to build a conversation with these individuals, and those conversations build up to a relationship, and those relationships build up to a potential business meeting. Okay, if that makes sense. Now, that's really it when I talk about People think there's a secret to developing a relationship with strangers. There isn't. It's exactly that. You need to develop a relationship with them. So find a connection, work and build from that connection until you get to the point where you can get them interested in your business. For instance, if you're dealing with somebody off of Craigslist and they respond to you and they say they're interested in learning more about what you have to offer, don't just throw out the offer. Start to ask questions. Well, tell me, do you have any marketing experience? How long have you had marketing experience? What are you looking for? What kind of income are you looking for? What kind of lifestyle are you looking for? Start to dig a little bit and build that relationship before you start spitting out the vacation opportunity. And I promise you, you'll have better luck once you start building that conversation with that individual. Again, sorry, it goes the same thing with Facebook. When you're out there targeting Facebook and getting people, inviting them to take a look at your webinar, right? Build a relationship with them first. Find out what they're doing, how long they're doing it, and how successful are they. And then once you have a little bit of relationship built, say, hey, I'd like to invite you to our live webinar that we're having on Wednesday, right? There you go. You're done. Now you got yourself a situation that's built on relationships. Now, the last thing I want to end with is the invitations for travel parties. Very important. People love parties. People love to travel. So just combine the two and just be honest with people. You don't have to hide it. Say, call, whoever you want to call. I don't care, your friends or your coworkers. I'm going to call my coworker, Peter or Jack. Let's call Jack. Hey, Jack, this is Mike. Hey, me and Tracy just started our own travel business now, and we're showing our friends and family the incredible rates that we can get them. So if you're going on a next vacation, definitely come by. We're having a party, a little grand opening, a little travel party, and we want you to come by and take a look at all these incredible offers. More importantly, I can show you how you can travel like we travel, because we can go to some incredible places like the Bahamas and Mexico for really like $400 or $500 for an entire week. And guys, guess what? People love vacation. They love to travel. They want to hear about it. So the odds are they're going to come, right? So again, invite a lot of people, because a lot of them life gets in the way and they're going to cancel. So, get your travel parties going. Confirm. I'm not saying I'm the expert at it. I'm just sharing with you that, guys, in a short period of time, in 90 days, I was able to get to the diamond position and help other people get to the diamond position, as well as my business partners do the same thing for their business partners. And how did we do this? With the strategies I'm sharing with you now. I wouldn't be here sharing these things with you if it didn't work, okay? So go out there, listen to this module again and again and again until it starts to sink into you that the invitation process is something that's really simple and is built on relationships, okay? I promise I'll keep these things under 5 minutes. I may have gone over a little bit, but guys, thank you so much. And in the next module, we'll talk about now how to go about opening up vacation to them now that you've got the meeting. All right, we'll see you in module 6.